thank you for joining us. We're sponsored by gallupARTS. This is the free family art kits, and today we will be making paper plate masks and clay animals. You can see here I've made an elephant and a monster, and you should have enough clay to make one big one or 2 or 3 small ones. Okay, let's get started. We are going to start with the clay monsters, mostly because they are the ones that will take the most amount of time to dry. 2 to 3 days. The elephant took longer because you can see he is thick through the body. And this little monster, I kind of squeezed him thin around the middle, so he did not take as long to dry. So I'm going to set these aside for a moment and show you our craft kits that we're going to be starting with. Inside, you will get 2 paper plates, some paper, markers, paint and a paintbrush, glue, scissors, rattle, 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 so I'm making so much noise, a ball of clay, and a Ziploc bag that has tongue depressors, feathers, googly eyes, and pipe cleaners. And I'll show you how to use each one of these as we go along. So since we're doing the clay monsters first, pretty much all we're going to need to start with is the clay. Okay, and we're going to start with the clay, and I want to show you, it's fairly moist. And so I don't want to encourage anyone to add any water to this unless you've had it out for 20, 30 minutes and it starts to dry out. Because when you do get it moist, it gets messy. And at some point you might want to attach, like to my elephant, I had to attach his tail. And so then I got it a little moist, and then the water actually helped the tail stick. So I don't recommend using water unless you have to, because it just makes it a big muddy mess, like you're playing in the mud. So I'm going to break this into 2 so I can get 2 monsters out of this. And the first one, I'm just going to make another little funky monster with, it is Halloween, so you just sort of start experimenting until you get what you want. And it's kind of fun to have some clay in your hands. So I got some little antennae going here. I'm just kind of prone to aliens myself because they're just funny. And you can make them scary, or you can make them any way you want. And as you can see, I made an elephant also, so you can make animals. You can make a rabbit, a turtle, whatever makes you happy. And this is so easy. And what you do is you just keep working with it until you get the actual shape that you want. Let's put another little arm here. I don't know. I think he should have lots of arms, this little guy. So, but I want you to use your imagination, because that's the whole point of these craft kits. Okay, and I'm going to put a place right there where we can stick a googly eye on him. So kind of smooth him down in the front. I got to make sure he's going to stand up. Okay. Now, oh, I could do a whole lot more work on him, but I want you to make your own. So this is just an example. So I am going to bring out a tiny bit of water now, because I want to show you that if you have just a tiny bit, let me pour some in here so I don't have too much. Just dot on it with your finger, and then you can kind of smooth him down a little bit, but it does not take much water. Okay, and let's sort of just pretend that, a leg fell off, and we have to make him stick back. I'm going to put a little bit of water on there, and I'm going to reattach it, and then use what water is already there to smooth it down. So you can see how shiny that is, I hope, with the camera. And so we've reattached his whole leg. You can't even really tell that it came off. So if you want to do arms or tails, or you just want to add a ton of antennae to your monster, that is all you're going to need. Now, in your craft bag, let me wipe my hands here just for a second. Wipe up my mess a little bit. In your craft bag, you are going to have some popsicle sticks and pipe cleaners. And if you want to add the pipe cleaners, I don't recommend you add them now, but take your paintbrush, or a toothpick would even be better, and poke some holes. And just in and out, gently. And then I'll put one on, I don't know, over here. So, and then just leave that just like that. Then when it dries, you'll take your glue and squirt a little squirt of water. That doesn't make any sense. Squirt some glue in the hole and then add your pipe cleaner. And then another way, as you can see on my little monster, he's got little twirlies. So I took my pipe cleaner and just wrapped it around the paintbrush. And that just makes him look a little kind of cute. So you're gonna wait 2 to 3 days for this to dry. You'll know it's dry when you kind of knock on it and it makes a hollow sound, and you know it's dry. When it's dry, get out your paintbrush and some water, and then you can start painting. As you can see, I painted this awesome purple color on the monster, and it took 2 coats. I painted him all over, and then the paint kind of sunk in to the clay, and once it was dry, you could see some white spots. I went back and just touched up the white spots and finished him out. And then when that was dry, I went in and added just some color to him. And I could have added black or green, any color, but I don't know. I was kind of working on orange that day. So when you're all finished, you can paint your monster. Wait till he is completely dry. And remember to wash your paintbrush between each color change. If you want to go from the purple to the orange, wash your paintbrush. When you're finished, wash your paintbrush. And if you do actually get some of this on your clothes, it will wash out. So thank you very much for joining us for our clay monsters. I hope you have a lot of fun with this, and please post your own pictures onto our Facebook page and Instagram page so we can see what you've made. Thank you very much.